Try strapping a modern bicycle helmet onto a Neanderthal. It slides right off the sloping forehead, and the chin strap chokes their thick neck. Imagine an Earth where Homo sapiens never left Africa. Instead, the planet is divided among three highly adapted archaic human species: the robust Neanderthals in the west, the high-altitude Denisovans in the east, and the diminutive Homo floresiensis in the southern archipelagos. Every piece of wearable technology we use today assumes a very specific body plan. We rely on our globular, or perfectly round, skulls, vertical foreheads, and protruding bony chins to anchor our gear. Our archaic cousins possessed different cranial architecture. They had long, backward-sloping skulls, massive jutting brow ridges, and weak, receding chins. Applying our engineering assumptions to their bodies results in total mechanical failure. To survive the planet's harshest environments, these archaic humans had to engineer their material culture from the ground up, resulting in wearable technology strictly dictated by their anatomy. Consider the Neanderthals. They inhabited the freezing, forested steppes of Ice Age Europe and possessed long, low skulls, dominated by a heavy, protruding brow ridge that acted as a natural rain deflector. Because a hat couldn't sit flat on their sloping foreheads, they utilized a unique physical feature. This is a prominent bony bulge at the rear of the skull, the occipital bun. This diagram shows how that bony protrusion functioned as a mechanical cleat. A Neanderthal cap required an occipital pouch, a tailored pocket hooking under the bun. This rear anchor counterbalances the heavy leather. Lacking chins, they relied on thick cowls wrapping around the neck. Neanderthal headwear functioned as a high-strength, posterior-locking pressure suit, engineered to stay secure during the high-impact ambush hunting of Ice Age megafauna. Thousands of miles east, the Denisovans faced a different extreme: the freezing, low-oxygen, high-UV radiation environment of the Tibetan Plateau. This diagram shows the Denisovan cranial archetype. Their wide skulls forced a unique anchoring solution, an inward mastoid grip clamping gear to the bones behind the ears. The wide brim, bone-slit goggles, and moss-stuffed snout masks protected against severe UV radiation and freezing mountain air. The breadth of the Denisovan skull allowed them to wear laterally stabilized, insulated helmets, giving them the exact biological and technological tools to conquer altitudes that would physically break unadapted humans. In the sweltering tropical archipelagos of Southeast Asia, the engineering constraints shifted for the 3.5-foot-tall Homo floresiensis. Their skulls were roughly grapefruit-sized. A receding forehead eliminated the possibility of gripping a standard hat to the front of the face. In the intense heat of the jungle, thermal retention was a death sentence. Their primary engineering priorities were maximum shade and rapid heat dissipation. They solved this using an internal suspension harness. This woven interior headband rested on the brow ridge and hooked behind the skull, floating a wide rattan roof a few inches above the scalp to allow complete airflow. This diagram on the right shows how they kept this canopy secure. Since they had no chin, they used a soft submandibular web, a woven net that distributed tension across the entire lower jawbone to prevent the hat from shifting during erratic movement. Their miniature anatomy, combined with the humidity of their island environment, forced a technological departure from heavy animal hides towards precisely woven organic engineering. This graphic shows the difference in our design philosophy. Homo sapiens historically use hats to artificially increase height, like a top hat or a crown, signaling social dominance to large crowds of strangers. Because their skulls slope backward, a tall, top-heavy crown would simply slide off. Within their small, intimate clan structures, status was signaled through the quality of their craftsmanship and lineage, rather than vertical markers. In this alternate world, headwear is a personal tool of survival, engineered to the specific contours of their bone structure. Advanced technology and complex engineering are not exclusive to our body plan. They are divergent responses to the biological variety of the human form.